Hello everyone, here with me today is Jada Whyman, one of the foremost rising Indigenous football stars in the country and a future world champion, I'm quite certain. Jada, how are you? Lovely to see you.
Good, thanks Craig, how are you?
Very well, great to see you again.
Good to see you.
Just start off by telling us what's happening on your football journey at the moment.
At the moment I just went away with the Matildas, went away to Europe with them and supported them while they played against England and France, and then came back into the W League to play for Western Sydney Wanderers.
And on that tour, what did you learn? What did you see that you took away?
It was just a fantastic journey, to go away with the Matildas and play such high quality football and see what the level's like and what we need to be at with the Matildas. Yeah, it was just a really good trip like that. So.
Fantastic. And the last few years has been a meteoric rise, really. You know, you made the junior national teams and now you're starting to really step up. Let's just go back one step and tell us about your past and where you started and the journey that you got before you hit Football New South Wales.
So I originally from Wagga, so I grew up there making Wagga team and then Riverina and then going off to New South Wales country, which I got scouted from to head to Canberra to do train with a goalkeeping coach in a goalkeeping academy. So I was there for about a year with my family and then we moved up to Sydney and that's how I got involved with Westfield Sports and also Football New South Wales.
And it must have been tough to make that a transition, but I guess the team nature of football and the people that you meet around the game must have been important.
Yeah, for sure. People like Leah Blaney, who's been at Westfield Sports, and she's also Football New South Wales. She's been fantastic since I lived in Wagga, and then coming up, she's just been amazing doing stuff like that. And
Indigenous Football Week, what do you think? What would you like to see the week achieve?
It's just to show recognition of the players past and present, the great game that we have, and just to make recognition to more Indigenous players, any athletes around Australia, and just to get them more involved in the game would be great.
And going forward, what do you think, what does the picture look like for Indigenous football? What's the great dream?
I think it would be fantastic to have a W League and A League Indigenous round. A lot of the other sports in the country have that. So I think for us, it would just be fantastic to have something and show more. I think it'd give it more recognition, the game, to Indigenous kids, as it's more just AFL and rugby league and whatnot like that. So yeah.
So John Moardi Football, of course, has the programs up in the top end and where they start with the little tiny tots, you know, and keep them in school and make sure that their well-being and their diet is good and train them in football. As one of the most prominent up-and-coming Indigenous female athletes in the country, what would you say to people or to government or to the game? You know, what is it that we need to do? I guess we need a whole heap more of those programs, right?
Yeah, for sure. The program like Football New South Wales it's gone into the Future Matildas program and whatnot like that. But I think they're recruiting more and scouting more is a thing that we probably need to do better, in bringing up younger players and having coaches like Leah Blaney and yourself, being with the younger girls, exposing them to more high level football and what the game's more about and things like that. And I think that'd be a great thing to have.
And of course, it's not only players, is it? You mentioned the coaches and so on. We also need to develop the capacity of Indigenous coaches and administrators and all these things.
Yeah, for sure. It would be great to have more Indigenous admin and whatnot to have around the game. It helps the kids get more involved because they have that support of more of an adult in the association. So it'd be fantastic.
This W League season, what are you looking to achieve?
Hopefully our team can make top four. It'd be fantastic. It's a thing that the club hasn't done with the W League team, so it'd just be really good to push for that spot.
And the next year, of course, Matilda's heading off to France.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Hopefully I can get a spot in that squad. I just got to keep working hard and hopefully have a great W League and just see what happens.
And the whole country is excited about that tournament. You guys, from being in there, you must have felt the excitement from within that group that tournament's not far away and they got a chance to really do well.
Yeah, for sure. They've been playing great football for the last 2-3 years and they just keep pushing and stepping higher and higher and doing great things at Tournaments of Nations and the Olympics, and so for them to have another chance where they're a little bit higher than what they were last time, and having been exposed to more high level football like France and England, going into the World Cup would just be really good for them.
And your ambitions aside from the Matildas, because a lot of the women go abroad, of course, to different leagues, whether it's in US or otherwise. Is that something that you'd like to do?
Yeah, it would be something I'd like to do eventually, go overseas and play wherever I can. I'd love to travel with my football, and playing in the over in the States where most of the Matildas go would be awesome. Just to the next level of intensity and high level football would be good.
It would also be great though, wouldn't it, to have a discussion this week, Indigenous Football Week, not just about developing players here, but bringing them also into the W League. You know, we need Indigenous players coming through to there.
Yeah, for sure. There's only probably around 5 or 6 female players that are Indigenous. So I think, bringing kids up from younger age groups and slowly bringing them into this environment, and then coming into W League, I think it will really lift the game. Like we've got amazing players that are Indigenous players that are playing in the Matildas. So
yeah, incredible. And I guess the long-term dream though for the W League, I mean, it would be great to see our own league become one of the very best league, if not the very best league in the world. I mean, it's nice to go abroad, but gee, it'd be nice to stay here, wouldn't it, and play in the best league on the planet.
Yeah, for sure. The W League's only getting bigger and better each year. There's things slowly happening each year, like the games being live streamed and things like that. But I think the season needs to be longer, of course, and needs to become a little bit more professional in that sense. But it's a thing that can happen. Okay,
well, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in. We wish you all the best for this forthcoming season, and we love to get the discussion started for Indigenous Football Week, and I'm sure people will be able to get in touch with you through social media and so on.
Sure.
And let's talk Indigenous football, eh?
Yeah.
All right, good
Sweet.
to see you.
Thanks, Steve.